Okay, welcome everybody. I'm going to try something a little bit different, and I'm going to record this live as opposed to recording footage and then commenting on it later on. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll hate it and I won't even fucking upload it. Maybe it'll be awesome and we'll keep it. I wanted to choose this game. This is a game I come back to from time to time because it is fun. However, it quickly loses its appeal for a number of reasons that I'm going to break down. The price point, let me pull that up on my phone real quick. For those of you curious, it's $15 right now, and the DLC is, with all the DLC, which is, there's two of them, running with rifles specific, running with rifles Edelweiss, hope I'm saying that correctly. It's battle in the fucking Pacific against the Imperial Japanese forces, and Edelweiss is obviously like against the Germans and shit. They come with campaigns, and if you're not familiar at all with how this game is played, I'm currently on Edelweiss. Hold on, let me turn this down. It's really fucking loud. Hold on. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's loud. Wait a minute. Okay, maybe we can keep that up. Just keep that way down. Holy shit. Okay, so I'm gonna be playing Edelweiss. This is like my favorite. Something really iconic and satisfying as playing either as the Germans or the Americans and just fighting in this like setting. It's pretty cool. And I was on a World War I, World War II kick. What was it, like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago? I was just like watching so many YouTube videos and shit. So I was coming back to all these games that had this theme, such as Enlisted, if you're familiar with that. It's like the cousin to War Thunder, except you're playing like infantry, and you can also use planes and tanks in that game as well. And this one, and it's pretty fun. But why don't I play it all the time? Why am I maining Arc Raiders? A little bit of Age of Mythology Retold, a little bit of Hunt Showdown. I would play Hunt Showdown more often if I had more storage space. I have a laptop, so I can't do both. I think I would make content more consistently, and will once I get upgraded like a desktop, which is one of the goals top of mind right now. So that you have that to look forward to if you're a fan of the channel. I definitely want to be uploading more Hunt Showdown content in the future when I can have like both games. But as it stands, like I don't want to delete, Retold, Arc Raiders, and whatever the fuck else I have installed, and then spend like 30 minutes downloading 100 gigs of Hunt Showdown just to play it a little bit, and then go back to Arc Raiders. Like Arc Raiders is just so fast. And if you haven't really gathered, this is going to be more of like a podcast type of episode. It's not going to be as decisive and straight to the point, because I am playing and talking at the same time, and I'm not really accustomed to that, despite all the fucking streams I've done on Twitch. Yeah, so I don't really want to like Arc Raiders is so much quicker, more fun, simple, and oh, that's a good little gun over there. Let me grab that. No, don't take it. Fuck you. I'm getting those cigars instead. Okay. Yeah, so Arc Raiders is faster, a lot more fun, quicker. So yeah. Now, why am I not playing this all the time? If it's so fun, why am I not playing it all the time? Because like you can control little squads. Your guy is very fragile. You're not the super soldier, as you typically are in games when fighting against AI. Like you have lots of health, a lot of durability. Like you die really fast in this game. If you're not wearing what I have, can I open up my? If you're not wearing this is actually the more expensive version. It's a little bit better than regular body armor. Body armor prevents you from dying or getting knocked down and bleeding out when you get shot. One bullet fucking takes you out. And not every bullet has a chance to take you out. You can like survive some bullets. Sometimes you can hit people depending on what gun you're using. If you're using a sniper rifle, that's typically more lethal than an SMG, right? If someone's like over here where my mouse is shooting me with an SMG and a bullet hits me, I'm not really likely to die. Whereas if they hit me with a rifle or a sniper rifle, that's typically going to kill me. And I think that's really cool. I like the idea of not being this killing machine. I like the fragility that comes along with this game. You can also drive tanks, which is pretty cool. You can also order, show you some cool things. You can also order airstrikes, light mortars. You can order tanks to be spawned. This is one thing that I don't like about the game, however, is the tanks spawn like way the fuck back here. And, I don't really want to run all the way the fuck back there to get in the tank and then drive it all the way the fuck back up here. I would prefer if either it was just airdropped in. Whether we could have done that or not during that time, I don't really give a fuck, to be honest. Like, there's some things where it's just like, okay, we're doing it for the realism, and then we're doing it for the gameplay. And if you're choosing things solely based on the fact that it's realistic, like, we couldn't do that back then, but then the gameplay suffers and it's fucking tedious or annoying, like, I'm not a fan of that, I'm a big fan of adopting realism if it's not coming at the cost of gameplay. So, I wish you could airdrop in tanks right the fuck here, or, at the very least, having new bases or headquarters, HQs, happen. So right now, it typically spawns like here, right? So I would prefer if once you take control of a section or of an area, now when you call the tank in, instead of it spawning way the fuck back here or like here, it spawns at the front, right? Or like very close to the front, like here, here, here. So maybe not right here, but like a little ways back. And then also, in addition to that, maybe having an option to airdrop a tank, but it costing like way more resources. So instead of calling in a tank for 1,200, and it spawns like here, or here ideally would be the best. You could maybe airdrop one in for like 1,800 or 2,000. That'd be cool. So you can call in infantry to come up. You can call in rockets, precision bombing, strafing runs. Let me show you some of these real quick. These also kill your fucking teammates, so you gotta be careful about that. Let me go somewhere where this will not occur, just to kind of demonstrate how this looks. And it does look really cool. It's pretty fun to call these in when you're fighting against the enemy. So you call it in, subtracts from your total, takes a second. It's not instantaneously used, right? So you got to kind of, there you go, bam. This one's huge, so I'm not going to call that one in. Let me call in just these ones. And this one's still pretty big, but it's very inaccurate. So, while you don't want to be standing in the circle, you're probably not going to die. But, like, there you go, right? You'd have been fine if you were at the edges here. So it's pretty cool to use these. I would like to see more, like some gas added, some different types of infantry, heavy infantry with like, oh my god, infantry with hold on, I had to stave off these people. Let me actually call in some more infantry. Infantry with, body armor, better guns, like that would be cool to see. Now the way to make money, which is called RP, I forget what the fuck this actually stands for, but it's basically your currency in this game. You get these different items from killing the enemy, and like that box of tea up there. Oh shit! So my body armor protected me there. That's good. So this is a stash. I can't sell things here, but I can store them. You can also find guns that drop. It's not with every person you kill. It's a random chance. But you can pick these up and sell them. Some of them are worth quite a bit. But typically you want to save these and use them because they're much better than standard weaponry. But these have no use other than being sold. So you want to be picking these up when you can and bringing them back to stash if you're not close to one of... can I see my map? What's going on here? There we go. If you're not close to an armory, let me actually show you what those ones look like. And let me bring some to sell as well, so I can show you how to do that. So I get a little record here. That's cool. Whoops. And do I have anything I can use to run faster? Not really. It's fine. So I'm gonna run my happy ass all the way over here. And you want to find these things. They don't always look like this. I think this is a I think it looks differently when you're playing the regular base game. This is a DLC, and the base game looks a lot differently. Maybe I'll show you that in a second before we actually close out the video here. So boom, I sold that, got a little bit of money. Now, this is heavily damaged. It's pretty much useless. I'm going to get... I don't want to be just wasting this because I'm not actually using it, so I'm just going to get this instead. Oh, we have this in our backpack, which we can use to speed up our movement speed so we can run a little bit faster. Okay, so... yeah, I would like different tiers of infantry that you can call. More varied airstrikes. Like gas and stuff would be really cool. Napalm would be really cool. I'm surprised that's not in the game. And mainly, the thing that prevents me from playing this, it's... if I were to really summarize it, I think it'd maybe be like 2 or 3 core things. So number one, it's too fucking hard. You know? The AI is just like a little too good. And it's kind of annoying. I'm going to kind of demonstrate this a little bit. They're just like a little too... I don't know. I would prefer them to be like 15-20% dumber. Now, this wouldn't be... whoops. This wouldn't be so terrible. You're blocking my fire here, sir. There we go. The machine gunner was brutal. There's some good guns over here I want to pick up if we can. Oh, shit. Let's keep these guys up here. Oh, good job with that bayonet there, kill. This guy was awesome. That's something I would like to add. I would love to give my fucking guys promotions. Maybe give them guns, you know, or the higher the promotion, the better the gun they can be given. So you can like maybe give them stuff from your storage, or just pay RP to give them promotions. So when they do shit like that, you could upgrade them. That's like just a quick thought I had right now. That would be kind of fun. There was like a cool gun around here. What the fuck was it? Hold on. Don't run me over. Don't run me over. Oh, you motherfucker. Okay, let me see if I can get a medic. There we go. So, okay, yes. Dream list. If they were like 15-20% dumber, that would be awesome. However, I wouldn't mind it so much if they fixed one thing, which is, let's say we push up and we control this area, and then they push us back and they get recontrol of this area. Like, that's super not fun, you know? It's like all of our work, all the money I just fucking spent calling in airstrikes, bringing people up, just all this work is just invalidated, and like that's not super fun for me. Like, look at that. I just fucking died. Like, how do they know? I mean, I guess it's fine. That's fine. That kind of made sense. Anyway, so all your progress is invalidated, and that really doesn't feel fun. Like, it is pretty fucking annoying, actually. I would prefer it if once you control an area, like, that's it. It's fucking yours, you know? Let me see if I can run away with my prizes. Oh, wait. Nah, fuck it. We're not getting the rum. Rum's gone. So that would be something that would actually keep me playing, is once you control an area, that's it. Because you can always just go to the next map, right? And if they took a game mode, kind of like from Enlisted, where one team is assaulting, one team is defending, and once you destroy, or excuse me, once you capture an objective, like, that's it. Now you go to the next objective. You can't recapture that objective. That would be awesome. Or change this default game mode here to just being like one area of the map, and you're just fighting to control that one area. Or maybe like maybe 2 areas, right? So like, or maybe 3. So like this section here, this section here, this section here. You wouldn't have all these other objectives. It would just be this kind of area of the map divided into 3 parts, right? 1, 2, and 3. And you could kind of push each other back there. But again, as I said, when you do it that way, it just defeats the purpose of like calling in all these fucking tanks and airstrikes and shit. It's like you're just blowing all this money, losing all these weapons. to, like, for nothing, because your progress can just get invalidated, and that doesn't really feel good. I don't really like that. That's something that kind of is annoying to me. So I would prefer. Oh, I have a submachine gun. That's why I can't fucking kill these guys. Let me change this. This is fucking terrible. So I would prefer to see it as more of a, once you capture an area, that's it. You've captured it, and you would take turns in map pools. Like once you win, once you beat the map, you then switch over to defending. And once the enemy captures a section of the map, like, that's it. That's their section. They were now rewarded for playing well and using their airstrikes and capturing the objective. Or they weren't, and you were rewarded for defending. Fucking die. There we go. Yeah, that's good. Let's call in some stuff. This is also a really satisfying aspect of the game, is like ranking up, because you can't just call shit in when you first start playing. You have to rank up to be able to use better and better radio calls. So like at the beginning, you might be able to do, I don't think you can even do mortars, to be honest. I think you have to wait. Oh, there's a fucking Panzer there? That's crazy. Can I get these fucking airstrikes? How does he hit me through the tree? That's ridiculous. So the ranking up feels fun. It feels really, really fun. So they, oh my god. So they definitely have that down. So yeah, that's what I'd prefer. And I would like their maybe to be like game modes where you are playing against other players, perhaps on the other team. That's not strictly, you know, PvP, like you have teams bursting each other, but even if it was just strictly a co-op, as it is, right? Like you're just playing with other fucking people on the internet against the AI. It would be more rewarding if it worked, as I said before, right? Like once you capture an area, it's yours. That would then make me feel like I'm actually winning and getting things done. Because as it stands, like, you can be fighting on the same fucking map for the longest time. Like, I'll be playing this, let's say by myself or with one other person, and we'll just fucking be fighting in the same fucking area, killing people, but it's like they're not fucking, you know, we take the space and then we just get pushed right back, and it just doesn't feel good. So that's mainly what's keeping me from coming back to this game. Is, oh, I'm out of why can't I call in stuff? This fucking guy, man. Hit him 3 times. Like, that's kind of crazy. So that's my biggest gripe with this game. I think if they added more airstrike calls... Oh shit, they called some airstrikes in too. More airstrike calls. If they added, you know, made the enemy AI, like a little bit worse, and also made it so when you capture an area, it's fucking yours. Like, that would then be pretty cool. What the fuck? I think I might have just killed myself. That would keep me coming back to the game, because I could play, you know, for an hour or so and be winning and actually be making progress, and that would feel really good. And if they just did that, I wouldn't even care that the AI is so kind of strong, so unforgiving, annoying at times. I guess another gripe I have is just the guns. I don't know. I wish the guns would I guess it's fine. My biggest gripe, the more I'm talking about it, the more I'm realizing. My biggest gripe is just the fact that the fucking... I've blown so much money calling these fucking airstrikes in. Is that you lose the areas you control. I think if that one thing was to be fixed, then a lot of the problems I have with this game would be alleviated. Also, having more of these armories, being able to to buy, because you can airdrop them on certain maps, but you know, sometimes you just want it closer, you know? So being able to maybe add an element of like construction, so you're spending an enormous amount of RP to construct an armory building, a stash building onto the map. That could be really fucking cool. I would really appreciate that. God, can we fucking kill these things, please? Having the tanks be stronger, or even have like a type of system like Enlisted, where you can swap out the tanks that you have in your roster for calling things in. So you could have an M3 half track, but then have a version of it that costs more RP, but maybe has more armor, more health, right? You could customize it maybe at the menu before you load into a game, or even on the fly. It could be really sick, right? In the menu, maybe have a different button for a menu, because the tanks kind of die pretty quickly. Also, it doesn't feel like it really matters when you get a tank, because they just die quickly, and it's like whatever if you lose it. Because even if you gain control of this area, you can just lose it just as fast. It's like meaningless. So that would be cool. On that same topic, because I mentioned, you know, having different variations of like infantry squads and shit, having that be customizable as well, putting different guns on them, having them be different levels, equipping them with body armor, but then changing obviously the price of how much it would cost to field that infantry squad. Like, that'd be really cool. That would be fun. That would make me play this a lot more often. And it's fun. It is fun. Like, this is enjoyable for what it is. But at the end of the day, it gets old really fast. That's why I come back to it. I don't keep playing it, you know? And I think it would also help this game be more casual and actually be something like, if those changes were made, I would play this significantly more often. And whenever they release the new DLC for the Western Front or whatever, I'm going to get that, because it's a cool game, and I want to support the devs. But, you know, I don't think it really deserves the time and energy to play it consistently. I'm getting some lag here. Because it just lacks the things I just mentioned. So what it ends up being is like, it doesn't matter really how well you play. Let's say if you're just by yourself. I mean, maybe it's better if you have a full squad of other human players. I don't really fucking know. There's not really that many people playing Edelweiss. There's more people on the Pacific side of things, so maybe that would be different. But I'm kind of just saying it from like a solo standpoint. It doesn't feel rewarding. As you're playing, it just kind of devolves into like, cool, I just spent all these resources and made this epic push, and then it was just wasted, and they just pushed me back all the way the fuck over here. And if I was to try to, like, say, come over here and take control of an area, I would quickly be overwhelmed. So it just doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel like you're rewarded for your gameplay and for pushing up and making good decisions. So yeah, ultimately, I would rank this like a C tier kind of game with the potential to be S tier, with just making those changes, and also having like a world chat. Like, if this is me pushing enter and saying hello everyone, and then it doesn't really pop up here. There's not like a global chat that pops up. It seems like I'm just kind of saying it to myself, and then it disappears. I don't know what the fuck happened there. I'm gonna go back. Then it disappears. I'm already in game? What the fuck does that mean? Am I just lagging? Is that what's going on here? Hold on a second. Here, let me show you the regular one. We'll just go to this. And then maybe I'll show you Pacific too, so you can just get a look at the aesthetic. So, yeah, this game has a lot of potential, but there's just too many things blocking it from being a consistent play. And I have to really be in the mood to download this and want to play this. And I feel like if they just change that one singular thing, that would boost the amount of time I would play this. Like I would play this weekly. If you had your progress, you know, be static, like you can't take it back. Like once you control an area, boom, it's fucking yours. I have no radio calls, I think. Yeah. That's another thing I like about this game. Is kind of like silly, right? There's like these silly little chats and stuff, which I appreciate about the game. It has like that element of it, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I think the rest of the changes I suggested would make it S tier. Making that one change of having your progress be static, I think that would bring it to A tier, and I would actually play this pretty fucking consistently. So let me quickly just show off these. This is the base game. And let me turn up the sound a little bit more now. So I'm not going to be talking as much. I kind of said as much as I wanted to say here. So let me feature some gameplay. Oh! Okay. There we go. Dead. Let me spawn here and get a different loadout, because this machine gun... I hate playing machine guns. Let's get M16. And the aesthetic is nice. Everything looks cool. Big fan of that. So if I got this right, there's 3 different factions fighting. The brown coats, I think they're called the Greys, and then these fucking green guys, which we are. So it's different than the DLC. It's not just like 1-in-1. It's oh my god, it's multiple. Let's see if I can blow this guy up. Nice. We got him though. That's cool. Got a little XP as well. Got some damage on that guy as well. Awesome. Took the tank out. Pretty cool. Oh, shit. That feels really good. Oh, that sucks. So it's fun. You respawn pretty quickly, you know? The battles are pretty engaging. It's just when you're not rewarded for how well you play that it then feels like, okay, well, what the fuck am I even doing, right? Like this is not very fun. But the fights themselves are fun. So that's why I'm saying like it has such great potential to be maybe there we go. And you can also or excuse me, you can't use certain guns if you're not of a correct rank. So that's another cool thing about this. Fuck, I'm gonna die. Yep. Okay, I got pulled out. I would also like to see maybe like, I don't know, movement inside of a battle zone being a little less, or having some sort of momentum, because I can just kind of go back and forth at will. You know, moving this quickly, I think maybe should have like a stamina bar, because I feel like I'm moving so fucking fast, and being able to do this just constantly, I'm not the biggest fan of it. I feel like it should be tied to like, you know, a resource bar, like stamina. That's something that I would also appreciate them adding into the game, because then they can't just like fucking charge you head on like that. That shouldn't be rewarded, you know. I don't like this. I think we're gonna have to come up to this building here and then just no, we can't. Fucking hell, he has a grenade launcher. That's crazy. Oh, look, like this. Like, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, come on, man. Like, they see clearly that there's a fucking APC, and they're just like, charge in, you know? I feel like they shouldn't all have fucking rocket launchers. I feel like that's something I see a lot as well. Like, them all just pulling out fucking rocket launchers. Like, that should be something that's tied to rank. I would prefer the vehicles having way more durability. Oh shit, I just killed myself. No, I didn't. I prefer the vehicles that have more durability. And one way of giving them that, not directly but almost like passively, is by restricting the amount of soldiers that can carry rocket launchers. I feel like that should be a specific rank. Maybe classes could be something that you could add in that give you different benefits. So like, if we were to restrict movement and have a stamina bar, So you'd have to be more tactical. You can just charge up into things, which I think would also make the game more rewarding. You could have a class that's maybe like a scout or something like that, where you can then sprint for longer and move faster in general. And then maybe a demo, you know, heavy infantry, or that gives you access to have a machine gun, or like a demolitions or something like that, which gives you access to use rocket launchers and maybe some other, you know, benefits. Maybe you get like plus 5% damage to vehicles, you know, things like that, right? Engineer can build stuff. Fucking hell, these guys. I think that would be cool as well. Okay, so I feel like we've shown off this one enough. Let's go to the Pacific now. And I think I have a pretty decent rank in that. I played that quite a bit. Not as much as Edelweiss, but I think it's quite high. That was another thing I kind of lost track on, which was the UI. So I was talking about when you're typing into chat, like a public chat, there's not a clear, it's not clear that your shit's being broadcasted to the fucking world. So what I mean by that is, like, if you take a look at a game like, you know, Warcraft 3, or what else? Warcraft 3. I think Warcraft 3 is a good example. If you chat publicly to the world, it immediately goes out. Everyone can read it. It stays in the chat for a while before slowly disappearing. How dare you run up on me like that? How dare you? Oh, this fucking guy. Oh! Okay. Right, so I would like something similar to be here. These little notifications up here, gunshots fired near warehouses, like, cool. I like those. But then when I chat, the chat should be somewhere like on this side of the screen, like above my equipment and weapons. It should be like a global fucking chat, or chat with allies that I can quickly siphon through by pushing maybe, you know, if I push enter and then push tab, it would switch between talking to my allies and talking to the enemy, you know, globally. So global and team. That would be cool. Just a very simple UI thing. And the fact that it's not here, it just feels bad. It feels very just clunky, very ugly. Not a fan of that. But anyway, let's show you the Pacific DLC. We're fighting against the Japanese as the American forces. I'm getting overwhelmed here. That was a good retreat on my part, however. We might die to this guy if he gets lucky. We need to kill him fast. Fuck, man. We just shredded through our body armor. Not great. Okay, we killed that guy. That's awesome. I don't know if anybody else is coming up. Yeah, this fucking dude. Let me see if I can come up here without dying. Come on. So, like, this is a great example of what I was talking about earlier. Of, you know, this is such a great little push I'm doing here. Oh, shit. I'm killing people, right? Taking out this machine gunner. Awesome. Now, why isn't this being rewarded, you know? Like, me being here, killing all these fucking people. Fuck me. I can't call on shit because something's blocking the radio calls. It's a type of building, I think, that needs to be destroyed in this area. It's like a radio tower or something. Something like that. We'll just, how do I kill myself? I forget. It's F? No. Space? How do I do this? I think I just have to manually respawn. What? Jesus Christ. Let me Google this. How do I kill myself in running with rifles? Suicide prevention. That's awesome. Yeah, thank you, Google. You fucking moron. Hold the melee button. What is the melee button? What do I have that on? Is it this one? I think it's this one. No, it's this one, isn't it? What is my melee button? Hold up. Okay, I think I bled out. Whatever. Good enough. Yep. So, DLC-wise, you're paying for just different... there's different tanks, obviously. If you're playing on the Japanese side, your infantry is like you can do bonsai charges and stuff, which is pretty cool. Why do I have a rifle grenade and no fucking rifle? That's stupid. What? That's so dumb. So dumb. I don't want this. Why'd you give me this? There we go, there we go, there we go. So, aesthetically, they're different. There's different, you know, there's flamethrowers and shit. I think there's flamethrowers in the Edelweiss as well. So you're just basically paying for aesthetic and different guns and obviously the different types of maps, the different weaponry that you had, different styles of you know, factions, different tanks and shit, vehicles. But that's about it. And it's pretty fun for what it is, as I've said. But those things that I've mentioned are kind of what are keeping me from continuing to play the game. And I know this game has like a diehard community, very active community that plays this quite often. And I'm sure they would, you know, demonize and hate everything that I'm saying and say like, no, this game is perfect and blah 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 blah. But as it stands, I'm not coming back to it, you know. Why did you kick me off? Stop it. I don't play this all the time. And I want to play this all the time. And this is what's stopping me from playing it all the time. So I would love to see these things change for this game, because I would then play this way more often. And you know what? You could also add like skins for your guy. Different skins. Maybe... I don't know, airstrike packs, you know, different airstrikes, like gas and shit, as I mentioned, you know, different tanks that you can buy, like packs of them, or like just adopt the enlisted, except instead of having it be, you know, $50 for one fucking tank, you could have it be like $5 for like a new tank that's like stronger. All things I would love to put money into and advertise and advocate for. So, yep, that's my view of running with rifles. C-tier game, something that I will come back to, you know, once or twice a year. Fairly fun, but gets old pretty fast, unfortunately. That's also satisfying, by the way. They did a really good job with this. Like, when you kill somebody, not only do you see the little, like, +3 XP, but you also, like, for killing multiple people... Oh, I have a M1 Grand. That's why I should be firing faster. You also have these little messages of, like, yeah, you killed, you know, 3 people in a row. Like, that feels good. They did a good job at that. You can maybe even have announcers, right? So, like, when you kill somebody, you have some, you know, like an announcer voice added. And when you do get those, you know, triple kills, quadruple kills, go on those killing sprees, maybe you have somebody announcing that instead of just having a message, or having different types of messages. That could be cool. So, yep. That's my overall rating for the game. It is fun. If you do play single player, you can tweak the difficulty. But I'm just a fan of playing online. I like playing with other people. Hence why, woo, we leveled up. Look at that. Hence why I would like to see these changes made, because it would make that play a lot better. It just doesn't feel the same when you turn the difficulty down, because then it feels too easy. I like the challenge. I want the progress to be saved. That's like the big thing. And then the other things are just more of like a quality of life, like the customization of like tanks, different tanks added, you know, things like that I talked about. That wouldn't keep me. I mean, that would be nice to have. That wouldn't be the main thing keeping me in the game. It would have me playing longer. if let's say you only added like 3 new tanks of you know, had higher durability, damage, you know, different armaments to them, anti-tank, maybe more machine guns, I don't know, different stuff, that would then make me play it longer, but it wouldn't keep me playing it consistently, right? Like, the main thing keeping me from playing consistently is the fact that you can't secure areas, you can't build HQs. Like, the front line is not this static increasing thing. It's malleable, and I kind of hate that. So, yeah, I feel like I'm going around in circles talking about the same fucking problem with the game. I just wanted to get some extra, you know, footage here so that you can see what the game is like. Because it's cool. It's such a cool idea. And I sincerely hope these things get changed, because I feel like it would make it more casual. I feel like more people would play it. I would for sure play it more often. You'd be getting my money and time way more, and I would love to do more content on this, and it would feel satisfying, you know? Because you'd have these heated battles and engagements in these little urban areas like this, and then when you finally push them back and you secure this area, it's like, fuck, we did it, you know? Hell yeah, you can kind of celebrate. It's like a big victory. It's like all the RP that you've spent calling in airstrikes, calling in reinforcements, buying guns, setting up fortifications, setting up machine guns, which is other things you can do, by the way. You can set up machine guns and shit. It really feels like it made a difference. All right. I'm going to... Let's try to push these guys back before we close out the video here. Try to take out this machine gun. There we go. Oh, and that's our guys. That's our guys. Okay. Let's push these guys up here. Oh, I just killed myself. Whoops. My bad. Almost got myself demoted. And that is a thing. Let's bring up more reinforcements. $350 down the drain right there, you know? Like, the fact you can't secure areas means I just waste... Oh, I can res this guy. Hold on a second. Oh, maybe I wasn't close enough to him. Oh, shit. Motherfucker. Yeah, it would just feel so much cooler if, like, you spent that $350 and, like, all the people you just sent up here, you know, really made a difference. And it would have you play more carefully as well. The running thing, as I mentioned, would just make it so you... Oh, my God. There's nothing I can do here. We're just gonna go up. Okay, I think that's a lost cause, that fucking tank. Fuck things up. Now they've, like, flooded... Oh, maybe we can get it back. Hold on. Maybe it's not so bad. I want to get that photograph. I want to come up here, if at all possible. Run over here. There we go. Okay, that guy was a higher level. He had some crazy gear on. This is a fellow player, by the way. You can tell from this cool little color that we got. I wanna take this guy out over here. He's being a nuisance. You know, let's move our squad that way. Get over there. Oh my God. I don't know why my squad was not moving up. So annoying. Like, I gave you a direct order. Get the fuck over there. Move. You're gonna get us all fucking killed because you're not following instructions. Charge the enemy. Let's come up here with our friend. Okay, we got that guy killed. A rocket launcher. What is all this? A lot of grenades here. Yep, okay. Oh, that's what we want to kill. Damn. That wrecked me. We need to kill that mortar. That's the primary goal here. Kill that mortar, end the video, because that's kind of what's holding us back from pushing up here. Because it's like, it's not just a mortar. What the fuck? It's like firing. Do I have another one? I do have another one. Fuck. I might have just blew myself up on accident. It seems like it's firing not just a mortar, but like a fucking rocket too. I don't know if there's also a mortar team back there. I don't know what the fuck's going on here. I might have missed. I'm not sure. Thank God we have enough RP here in the bank to keep spawning with a bazooka. I don't know if that's... Let me try to come up here again. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. That's not good. That's not good. There we go. Oh! I just ate that mortar. Just fucking Mr. President dived on that shit. I think we killed it, though. But I didn't get any RP, so maybe we didn't. Get up there. Oh, we did kill it. Fuck yeah. God damn it. That's the power of the high ground. Okay, well, we did it. That's it. That's what I want to showcase. We don't have anything to call in before we go, so we're just going to get out of here. So, that's Running with Rifles. That's my review. It's a pretty cool game. C tier, as I've said multiple times now, and has a lot of potential. I would love the devs to make this one very simple change, would just keep me playing it way more often, and then the subsequent changes that I mentioned, I think, would also make it so much better, so much stronger. And maybe that would piss off some of the current community, but it's so small, you know, that like, why not make it more mainstream? Why not do these things so it's more fun? That's my opinion anyway. Smash the like button and subscribe if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more content like this. If you enjoy my vibe, I would like to do more little one-off reviews like this on games that I enjoy, just to kind of pick apart what's great about them, what I think could be improved. I might do this for Schedule 1 as well, if I feel so inspired. And it's definitely something that you should check out and put your money toward, because it's such a great foundation and base, this game. And it's very affordable as well. It's not like, you know, crazily overpriced, like $40 or $30. You know, I mean, it is 32, but with all the other DLCs included, which I feel like the DLCs are a little overpriced for what you're getting, right? Maybe it should be like $5 or $8. But it's fine, right? I like the game. I support the game. I think it's worth the price point, even though it might be like slightly overpriced. I think seeing it for maybe $22 for all the DLCs for what you're getting in the game, I think $22 is a better price point rather than $32. That being said, it's still a lot of fun. Initially, you're going to have a lot of fun. You're going to sink a lot of hours into it until you kind of hit that critical mass level where it's just kind of like the same thing repeating itself, and you kind of get a little burnt out on it because of the things that I've spent the entire fucking video listing. But it does have like an initial, you know, you have a good amount of runway before you hit that. And let me just look at my hours real quick. Yeah, I have 140 hours. So not bad for the price point investment that you're putting into it. But it's just so fun, or it has the potential to be so much fun, that, you know, it's almost frustrating a little bit that these things aren't changed or added into the game, because I want to play it more. It's just it's not fun enough yet to justify me doing that. And I would love for that to change. So I'm definitely keeping my eye on this bad boy. Hope those changes come. And with that being said, thanks for watching this video. I appreciate you being here. I'll see you in the next one.